How we doing today, guys? Hopefully you guys are all doing pretty well. Today's video, I want to go over some rants about stuff I've had in this game. The biggest thing, I don't really rant too much on my channel, but man, I really have been disappointed. I guess maybe it's not so much of a rant, more of just disappointed in the game for Rey. I think Rey is the biggest disappointment for an investment of a character you can possibly spend your time and resource and money into. She is so bad that I would never recommend having, going for I guess the first Galactic Legend or really anything. I would personally, now that we have Luke in the game, I would go for Kylo, then Luke, then Rey if you have any time for Rey. I just don't find any value out of Rey in a lot of my TWs or GACs. She can be kind of annoying with specific modding, and some stuff like that, but all in all the way around the table between the two GLs, I really have been super disappointed with Rey. And today I want to show you guys just a lot of different ways that she has been proven to be really bad. First off, we've already had counters. She's been out like, what, 2-3 months has it been already for both GLs? And Rey has had way more counters to her than Kylo has. And that was before the buff to a Kylo. There has already been a lot of counters to Rey. First and foremost, you got the JKR counter, right? JKR was a great Jedi counter with gas, and it still is with gas, with Thrawn as well, countering Rey's, and that one does great work for you in both GAC and TW. You got gas doing a lot of the reducing of the health to the Rey as well, and then you just kind of fracture with Thrawn. So great of a counter. It's really fun too. And then you have Darth Revan counter, which is a pretty fun one as well. And these ones are all, in my opinion, I guess outside of the gas, because you have to have gas. These are all pretty free to play, accessible. You're gonna need Watt for this Darth Revan one though. You guys have already seen. I don't want to really show videos about it, but I just kind of want to go about my disappointment with how bad Rey is. I really don't like Rey. So you have those couple counters, and now we have Vader, right? So Vader is just such a really great, he's awesome. I mean, what else do you want from a Darth Vader, honestly? I think this is like the perfect Vader. They talked about, I think recently in like a Galactic War report with Crumb or some I don't know, interview that they had with him, that they were going to look into Vader. But please don't make Vader any worse, or just leave him as is. How about that? If you want to do anything regarding anything with GLs, keep Kylo as is, but you got to do something with Rey, man. Rey is just so bad. So right here, we're gonna try to beat up a Rey team. This one's a bit annoying though, because gas is gas. Gas is gas, and he just does crap to you, man. He just crits you. He just doesn't give a crap. He does not care. We'll have to see if we can win this one, but I don't know. I've just been thinking, guys. I've had Rey. I've gotten her like since day one, pretty much, I guess you could say. I have been thoroughly disappointed every single time I use her in a lot of different facets of the game. GAC, I place her on defense. What do I get? I get somewhat of a really just kind of easy team. It's not really that much more difficult than, I would say, a gas. Heck, even like a new Luke team. I'm sure Luke's pretty good now, right now as well. Some other JTR teams that are out there, the vets. I wouldn't say, the team comps that you have to build around getting a counter for a Rey, a Galactic Legend Rey, is not that hard to do. Comparing that to other counters to like a gas, or to like, I don't know, any other teams like Darth Revan even, a lot of different counters out there. I just don't see a huge value of Rey. On defense, on offense. Defense, I guess the most value is on defense, but even then, there's a lot of counters too, right? Okay, let's see, right here. Let's see if we can one-shot JKR. That'd be awesome if we can. Please. Yes, let's go. Okay, and now this gas guy, he's going. I'm telling you guys, gas is scary here. He is scary. We gotta. Does he have stagger? He does. Perfect. Boom. Okay, and now he doesn't. We did not get target lock, so we can't really do many hits to him. But here we go. Let's go, and gas is about to go. We gotta hurry up, get our merciless massacre here onto gas. Oh man, this is gonna be fun. Look at this, guys. Gas is gonna be no more. Look at this. He's gonna go poof. I love this counter. I love this counter. Gosh dang it, dude. Also, I think I'll show here, and maybe like the end of this video today. I guess it's like a new kind of counter to a Kylo with your, oh shoot, I didn't want to do that, with your Vader, and it's a tray lead, and it's a pretty interesting counter, to say the least. It's a very nice one to utilize. Atreya, Malik even, Watt, and I think Thrawn is there as well as Vader as a leadership. And it's a great, I think, no, Thrawn, or Trey's the leadership in that one. And just utilizing Vader and just how that whole guy functions and how he works, he's just a lot of fun. Vader has been such a breath of fresh air for me, and I'm sure it is for a lot of you guys out there too. Free to play, even spenders. Me, I just love him. I think we need a lot more stuff surrounding this game like a Vader. I think we need more Vaders in this game. I wouldn't say we need one like every month or so. Oh shoot. That's what happens when I proc the what's it called? The damage immunity on her. I couldn't kill her fast enough. We got a fracture up though. Hopefully we go before this guy. Yep, we gotta do that now. Okay, we get Merciless Massacre. Actually, no, we can wait for that. We can wait. We got more debuffs here. Hang on. We got Fracture to play around. Ooh, baby. But guys, this is just so much fun for me. I hope it is for you. Vader is just such a fun character. I mean, I would love to do more videos surrounding Vader as I have with Padme in the past. This is how much fun I'm having in the game right now with Vader. And poof, down goes Rey. 400k, no biggie. But this whole video is kind of around Rey and why she's so annoying and bad. Just I guess if you want to think about her regarding her comparing her, I guess, rather to a Kylo, there's no comparison. They're whole different planes of existence. I said it. I told a video about Kylo being so much better, but I'm really starting to be kind of upset with my investment into Rey at the moment, because if I didn't go for Rey and I went straight for Kylo, first off, I would have had a nice little boost with his leadership, with not being able to get crit with advantage and that more speed. And just stomping a lot of counters in this game, because now if you think about it, the counters to a Kylo Ren are so much more few than there are comparing that to that of a Rey. I guess off the top of my head we can talk about some of the counters for Kylo. I guess we have this little cheese. It's not cheese. Why am I saying that? It's not cheese. The Traya with Vader counter to a Kylo, which is kind of consistent if you can get the right mods. And we also have the Luke team that I've been showing you guys before, the JKR with Luke, and that one is very very consistent, to say the least. I think that's one of the most fun, because you're just going straight at it. We'll show that one at the very end of this video, just how that kind of functions. But the counters to Rey are just endless. We just kind of saw my me and my arenas fighting one of these, but we'll show another one. This is from Sir Tonto. Tonto's a homie, right? He knows who he is. Okay, so I mean, this is kind of like the same one, just showing how good this counter is. I just really don't like Rey. Thinking about all the uses that you can get out of a Rey, what are they? Well, you have a somewhat decent of a defensive team. To make that a really strong defensive team, you have to put a lot of different characters in there to stop it. We're talking a Malik, an L3, a Barriss even. How many people are going to have Relic Barriss Offies and Relic L3s? I get Malik. Malik's, is an easy one to get for most people who are end game. But those two other guys are kind of hard to do. And if you don't have some of those guys that are really important, like an L3 is very important for her taunt. Her taunt's kind of permanent in some cases. Boom, there we go. One-shotting gas. You love to see it. But you have such a more difficult time versus an L3 team. And how many people really have a top tier L3 team? And not many people do. And that's my thing. There's so many different pieces to the puzzle you want to have to build for getting the perfect Rey team on defense. And to just think about having to do that and pulling different people away from other teams, it's not a huge thing I like to do. I have, in the past for GAC, I've used Rey with Malik, and that really stops the Darth Revan counter, and it does pretty good job of stopping the Vader counter. There's a lot of different ways to stop these specific counters if you mod them correctly. That's just how it is all the time, right? All the time. There's been counters forever with this. For example, if you want to stop the CLS team with gas, all you have to do is mod your Rex to have high tenacity. If he has high tenacity, you can't really get around him. I guess maybe if you want to just stun him first, you can. But usually that doesn't work out too well for me personally. But I mean, just going on that point, there's a lot of different ways to just stop counters with how you mod your team. And in this one, you can really do a good job of stopping, in specific, the Darth Revan and this Vader counter. Pretty much any debuff heavy counters you can stop with high tenacity Rey. I mean, it's not any secrets here. People know about this. That's how you mod people in to stop these counters, because people in TWs, GACs, they want to stop these counters, right? So they can have the best chances of winning. And this is a great way to do it. with modding some of your Reys. But even then, you know, having to now pull out some more people, putting in some better people, and then having to remod your whole Rey team, then you get a pretty good and strong defensive team. That's just a lot, just for a Galactic Legend even. And there isn't really a strong team that surrounds a Rey. For Kylo, however, though, there is. I feel like there is. You can have a very, very nice assortment of First Order team in there. As to the Reys with a Resistance, what do you have? You don't have much to choose from, I feel like. You want to use JTR team for either defense or offense. You want to use the vets in either one of the JTR or actually an OG Finn team, because those are great teams of the vets. And what are you stuck with? Well, you're stuck with the Finn and the Poe, the new Finn and Poe, the Resistance Hero Finn and Poe from the new movie. And like, what else? Maybe a Holdo, maybe, I don't know. No one's going to use Rose, you know. Screw Rose. Who are you going to use? That's my thing here. There's not as good of a mixture of a Resistance team as there is for the First Order. And the First Order, you can actually just toss in a couple more guys there, or, you know, toss out and, you know, mixed up a little bit, and you can stop some counters. You can. Like, I remember for the Padme cheese, I'm not too sure when they're going to fix the Padme, I guess not Padme cheese, it's the Fives AI of how Kylo targets people. They're going to fix that soon, they said. And a good way to stop the Padme one with, you know, Fives cheese was to not even use Sith Trooper, because if you do add in Sith Trooper there, he does a lot more call to assist, which fuels their protection regained from Padme's unique. And if you take him out, they don't get that anymore, and you have a lot easier chance of killing the Fives. And just a lot of things like that you can really add into the First Order. So here's one I want to do. This is pretty a long time a video ago. This was when Gas was first out, like the first month or so of me using him and testing him. This is like a 5 or 6 star Gas, and I just want to show how much use I got out of this character at even a 5-star level. Incredible. You know, people say, you know, I've heard, you know, Arnold, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, I don't think Cub's out. So I don't know Arnold, when this is first out, he's like, oh, 5-star Gas, useless. No, he's not. I guess the debate's been way in the past, but like, now people like can get so much use out of a 5-star Gas. You know, you can either use it in like countering a Darth Revan team, maybe even Padme's, and also some Grievouses as well, and Night Sisters. There's so many more uses in countering teams at a 5-star level. Reys can do pretty good too, but in my opinion, Rey is such a garbage offensive team, and I don't feel like you want to ever use her on offense. It's just not. You know, you're going to lose, for one, a lot of banners because she has no way of regaining protection. As to like the Kylo, you don't even need, like, I guess you don't regain any protection with Kylo, but heck, guys, you can just solo anything you want in the game with Kylo. You really can. And for Rey, you don't have that capability. You know, you don't have that capability at all. In my opinion, if I'm going to go for a GL, I want to go for somebody that can just counter stuff. Just counter stuff, man. I want to be able to beat things. I want to work on countering the meta before I work on the meta. In my opinion, that is the way to go. That is the way to go. Because first and foremost, you save a lot of money. Can I tell you what? You can save some money. By the way, this is the Traya counter. I want to do a video all about this one. If you guys want me to, I will. But if you guys want me to, let me know down below in the comments. This is a pretty fun counter. But like going for the counter to the meta first, you save so much more money, time. You can keep on, you know, doing your same thing. You want to keep hoarding, sure, go for it. Do whatever you want. You know, have a good time playing the game. I personally can say this. I'm not sure if you guys can too, if you guys agree with me or not, but I've had such a more fun experience playing Galaxy of Heroes the less I've spent. Now, I don't know why it is that. It just kind of is. I remember kind of not spending, when I first kind of started spending like a year or so ago, I stopped kind of soon, like 3 months into the spending, and I didn't really spend a whole lot. And I kind of stopped for a brief moment of time, like a couple months. I think it was for like from maybe, I don't know, maybe it was like all the way up until Gas came out. I started spending again. For those 2 months I didn't spend though. I had a really fun time. That was like around when Padme was in her prime, and I was able to counter a lot of different things. And in this case now with Vader, I think I'm gonna chill out for spending a little bit. We'll have to see. No, I don't want to say that too soon, because there's a lot of stuff I want to cover, and that does require some amounts of money, but not too much, right? I'm not spending thousands of dollars doing things here. But just like the point being there, though, is, I mean, look at this. It's pretty crazy, right? This counter's awesome. The point being, though, is that I've had a lot more just enjoyable of a time just being free to play, or, you know, being not as hardcore of a spender, maybe like $10, $20 every, like, 3 weeks or so, you know, buying cheap little bundles in the store. So much more fun of a time doing that than I have had at spending money in this game and getting the new shiny thing. So to wrap that up here, today's video, I just wanted to show with you guys one of my favorite counters. Yeah, Vader's awesome at the moment, but this counter right here, boys and girls, I love this counter. So this one is the Luke counter. I love this one to death. This one is to a Kylo, and I'm so glad I got a Luke so I can counter a Kylo. Again, I will have to see what they want to do with Vader and how they want to go about him. Ideally, I don't want them to do too much. To even at all, actually. Don't even touch Vader. If you want to do anything, like I said earlier, just go about Rey. That's probably the best bet, honestly. I don't see why they would want to do anything else. Because you're just hurting more people. You're going to make more people upset, I feel like, if you do anything else. Buffing Rey would actually be a good thing, in my opinion, Buffing her, you make those people who spend resources into her pretty happy for the most part. And, maybe make her a bit more tough to counter on a broader spectrum of things. Maybe you don't want to have, debuff heavy teams going against her. But if that's the case, Vader's not going to work as well. We'll have to see, though. I don't want to, speak anything too soon because there's a lot of things to still, to hope for with Vader. I think Vader is a huge character. We'll have to see if this counter works still. I'm going to lose my JKR. We got to get this up. Usually I don't lose JKR, but apparently I did today, so that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'm going to get rid of that crit damage, and he's going to... Oh, baby. Here's why JKL Luke is so dang good. You get the counterattacks with his Jedi's Will, and also you get some from Bastila Shan's Battle Meditation, but it's just so awesome. I love this counter a lot. Luke is a beast. I think he actually has the highest base offense in the game until, of course, you get, mastery siphoning with your Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. But before that, Luke is top dog. He is top dog. Look at this. Boom, 58k, and he regains his protection back with the JKR leadership. It is awesome. Boom, down he goes, and that's all that she had to write and wrote. But guys, that's all that I want to talk about for today. Kind of like a filler kind of video, I guess. Just like I really just haven't had a good time, with my Rey. I don't like how I use her. It's really a lame thing. And I guess I didn't even talk about TB. I really only get the most use out of her in like a TB format, and that's pretty lame to me. But that's just me. What do you guys think down below? I still would recommend, like I said earlier, going for Kylo, then Luke, and then Rey. Until they maybe change Rey to make her a bit better, then I would go for Kylo, then Rey, and then Luke. But guys, that's going to do it for today's video. If you enjoyed the video today, give it a like, share it around, and sub to the channel if you guys are new here. If you guys enjoy this video and you like my stuff, I got a Patreon, I got a Discord down below. You guys all check that out if you would like. But that's going to do it for me today. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, I will see you all later. Peace out, and have a good one, guys.